We now move toward the sun in Aries in the second house. The cosmic fire of the sun shifts from defining who you are to mastering what you value. Here, the volatile, explosive drive of primordial fire meets the dense material domain of resources, survival, and self-worth. Every soul carrying this placement must undergo the alchemical process of congelation, taking the ego's fleeting, reactive impulses and fixing them into tangible, enduring substance. At its lowest frequency, this placement manifests as a desperate, aggressive battle to possess, spend, and consume out of a primal fear of scarcity. At its peak, the fire is completely refined, revealing that you yourself are the ultimate resource. Whether you are currently fighting a cutthroat battle for financial survival or stepping into the unshakable wealth of your own internal sovereignty, here are the 10 evolutionary levels of the Aries second house sun for self-realization. The first level is the ravenous plunderer. Here, the solar spark of the sun in Aries confuses the notion of having with being. The soul suffers from a primal starvation complex, desperately trying to anchor its existence by hoarding or forcefully consuming physical matter. This manifests as extreme financial impulsiveness and material greed. Any material resources gathered are instantly grabbed and spent. Such individuals live paycheck to paycheck, burning money through impulsive purchases to feed their fragile egos. They are prone to financial gambling and borrowing recklessly, treating life as an immediate survival scramble. To move to the next level, the individual must identify their leaks and plug them. They must master basic financial delay. Whenever the agonizing itch of an impulsive purchase arises, they must sit with it and realize that the item is a mask for a deep internal void and self-worth. The second level is the insecure hoarder. Here, individuals with Sun in Aries in the second house have their internal fire trapped under a heavy layer of material attachments. They recognize value but project it entirely onto external objects, becoming slaves to the very things they own. They accumulate money and possessions solely as weapons and shields. They use their financial standing to dominate others, show off, or buy respect. They are hyper-competitive about their net worth and fear that if they lose their money or assets, they will become worthless. To move to the next level, the individual must voluntarily detach their identity from luxury or status symbols. They must practice giving away something of genuine material value to someone else to prove to their ego that their worth is independent of their possessions. The third level is the financial mercenary. Here, the soul misuses the martial pioneering drive of Aries to build a fortress around its material life. The individual views the material world as a predatory jungle rather than a cooperative ecosystem. They have a ruthless attitude toward survival. They see the economy as a zero-sum game with the mantra, "For me to win, you will have to lose." They will exploit loopholes, burn bridges, and overcharge just to secure their bag. They are hyper-independent, refuse help out of pride, but secretly resent the effort it takes to stay afloat. To move to the next level, the individual must shift their mindset from exploitation to fair exchange. The individual must learn and put themselves in transactions where both parties win equally, and by that learning to value human connection above absolute profit. The fourth level is the wealth builder. Here, the sun's fire in Aries in the second house begins intelligently manipulating the material plane. The individual learns that money is simply a form of concentrated neutral energy, prana or force, that responds directly to their focused willpower. Here, the individual channels the chaotic Aries drive into a disciplined financial strategy. They become highly motivated entrepreneurs, investors, or salespeople. They love the thrill of making money, building businesses, and setting concrete financial targets. To move to the next level, they must learn that if wealth piles up, it stagnates. The work is to view money as a currency that needs to flow back into projects that outlast their immediate ego desires. The fifth level is the autonomous producer. The second house begins to reveal its true spiritual nature as the reservoir of internal talents. The soul unlocks its hidden creative faculties, realizing that its ability to manifest value comes from within, not from external luck. They build a career or business based entirely on their unique innate talents. They no longer rely on external institutions, employers, or market trends. They create their own market. They know exactly what their time, energy, and skills are worth and refuse to settle for less. To move to the next level, they must learn to receive. Because they are so independent and self-reliant, they struggle to receive gifts, help, love, and support from others without feeling indebted. To balance the energetic cycle, they must learn to receive gracefully. The sixth level is the philanthropic catalyst. Here, the individual's heart chakra opens into the second house. They understand the alchemical law of abundance. The more energy you cleanly output to elevate the whole, the more the universe rushes to refill your vessel. At this level, financial success becomes a tool to empower others. For natives with Sun in Aries in the second house, they use their capital, resources, and businesses to fund new ideas, kickstart other entrepreneurs, or support causes. They take immense pride in being the financial engine that fuels a tribe or community. To move to the next level, they must learn to surrender the subtle ego of being everyone's financial savior. They must ensure they aren't using philanthropy to maintain a position of subtle control over others. The seventh level is the master of energy. Here, the individual undergoes deep purification of their etheric vehicle. The fire of the sun in Aries is directed inward rather than outward to clear blocks in the energetic meridians. The individual realizes that material wealth is a secondary byproduct of a high vibrational, balanced energy body. At this stage, the focus shifts heavily from money-making to physical vitality and body mastery. The individual realizes their body is their primary asset. They master their diet, energy levels, and daily stamina, treating their physical form as a highly tuned, sacred biological engine. To move to the next level, they must slow down. Aries wants to go fast, really fast, but the second house requires presence. The individual must practice absolute slow sensory presence, tasting food deeply, breathing deeply, and fully inhabiting the material plane without rushing to the next task. The eighth level is the gravitationary luminary. Here, the sun in Aries in the second house achieves its exalted frequencies. The inner soul mirror is completely cleared of its lack mentality. Because their internal state is fixed on absolute fullness, the material universe perfectly reflects that fullness to them. At this stage, they no longer chase opportunities, clients, or wealth. They pull them in effortlessly. They radiate such an intense aura of self-worth and capability that resources organically gravitate toward them. They live in a state of quiet, unshakable financial security, regardless of market volatility. To move to the next level, they must dissolve the final illusion that they own any of it. They must recognize themselves merely as temporary custodians of cosmic energy. The ninth level is the value transmuter. Here, these natives operate as direct agents of divine manifestation. They bridge the highest spiritual ideas down into dense physical matter, creating structures, systems, or teachings that provide tangible evolutionary value to thousands of souls. They have the uncanny ability to look at any failing project, barren landscape, or broken system and instantly see its hidden worth and unlock it. They turn trash into gold, crises into massive opportunities, and psychological wounds into profound strengths. To move to the next level, they must let go of the satisfaction of physical creation to prepare for the final dissolution of the material lens. The final level is the living cornucopia. Here, the sun in Aries in the second house becomes the sun of solidified light. They have completely merged their self-worth with the divine source. They realize that they do not have value. They are the fabric of value itself. They are the living archetype of the universe's absolute richness, anchoring the reality that consciousness is the ultimate inexhaustible resource. They stand completely independent of conditions. If you drop them naked in the middle of a desert, they would thrive and build an empire. They embody absolute, unshakable sovereignty and freedom, exuding a radiant peace that signals to everyone around them that all is provided for.